Welcome back to Crypto's juiciest news, baby dolls. I have the Snorlax hat to represent that the market is once again going sideways. And out of respect for you, I have my cologne here. Actually says sexy men on it from Carolina Herrera. And out of deep respect to you, I will now spray myself on camera to let you know that I will never be a smelly bear, because bears are smelly and they poop in the woods. Now, Bitcoin's price, friends. Obviously, like, everybody is gone wild here because I've changed the emojis and people weren't expecting this one. So Bitcoin's got the yellow emoji. We know that's a traffic symbol. That's like, you know what? I want you to go up, but I can't give you the blue emoji or green emoji. Yep. Ethereum is still a poopy emoji because that's exactly what you are, you piece of crap. But ETH BTC has been changed to a brown shoe. Now, initially people thought, oh my gosh, a brown shoe, is that worse than a poopy emoji? I didn't get it. Well, I needed a brown emoji because you are brown, which is a very disrespectful color, like poop. However, you have been promoted out of poop itself. You are a brown shoe, just one level above being a piece of poop. Now, why is that, friends? It's because I'm starting to feel Bitcoin, as it's starting to tumble a little bit, ETH BTC is actually holding up. I really do believe that in recent days, when we saw the max FUD for Ethereum, I mean, like, by the way, Vitalik getting a girlfriend, friends, that's not even FUD. That's real. Okay, that's real. It's cursed. It's cursed. That's it. It's cursed. But it doesn't mean it's cursed as in it just goes down from here. It just means, like, okay, you're going to let us down somewhere, all right? Unless she breaks up with him. Then maybe we'll, like, change something in the universe. But until then, this is ETH BTC, friends. Look at this. ETH BTC is holding up. Now, obviously, this chart is abysmal. You need it to flip green, and it's going to be a while. So, also, shout out to Vibin, man. He's in ETH Maxi as well. I just love how he put this literally at the very bottom. The most cucked asset in the entire world goes to ETH. F this and F everyone. Yeah, man, this is, like, amazing. Like, here's the thing, bro. I know he's joking, but he's kind of, like, not joking because we're all like, you know what? We are the most cucked asset in the world. So, that's what's been going on. Now, fascinatingly enough, there are Bitcoin price jitters once again. I mean, like, hey, what do you mean fascinating? It's just like, there's a lot of things to just uncover here, friends, because we're back in the zone almost as if the Japanese Pokemon Island wasn't about to implode. It was basically like the Fukushima, the nuclear reactor going off, that yen carry trade. I hope it doesn't unwind right now, but you know how it's like at these stuff. It's like, hey, the moment you don't want it to unwind, that's when it happens, okay? So that's why you got to be careful. If euphoria comes in the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, you got to think about this stuff. Now, baby dolls, we're going to go through some news today. Like, there's been big macro news. So CPI came out cooler. Metamask introduces a credit card, like a debit card wallet. Actually, big news for crypto. And right now, the US government, they've moved $600 million of Coinbase, and they have spooked the markets again. But I mean, like, oh, it's spooked, bro. Like, just dump it. Do something with it. You know what I mean? Just do something with it. Just moving in and moving out. And what are you doing? We don't know what's going on, okay? So we're going to go through that today. But first, I want to give a big shout out because I want to, like, just show you these things, okay? So when you're looking at, like, the others BTC, friends, you see these charts here. They're just lines, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we're still holding up here. We need it to go up. But you don't see the stories of grifters and scammers and the guy who sold before the thing went up 100x, or the guy who bought at 100x and who never got his money back, okay? Because if this thing goes back up here, all right, you're like, oh, wow, all the coins have come back. No, there were people who were buying the tops of, like, you know, things that just never come up here. Like, obviously, hopefully something like Cummies or Cumrocket, hopefully they come back, right, as a joke. But I'm just giving you an example. Like, the chart can come back with, like, market cap and ratios, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your coin is one of the winners that comes back, because that's the average of everything, and it's very hard to bet on it. That's why you really have to be careful when you're in this game. Now, I want to give a very, very special big thank you to Melardev. Now, Melar, friends, he's uncovered another crypto influencer doing grifting and scamming. This is actually disappointing. It's Eunice. Eunice, I did not know you were doing this in the background. Very disappointing to see it. I don't know why, but to be honest, friends, after, like, the first 15 seconds of her appearing, I go 100%. This chick is dumping. She doesn't believe in crypto. Comes in, doing the TA, friends. Just to let you know, what people do is they put, like, the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts up. They'll draw TA going up, because this happened in 2021, to let you know. They'll draw TA going up, like, oh, this thing's going to bounce up. You don't know. They're getting unlocks, and they're just dumping. every round. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, just to show you what it actually looks like. Now, unfortunately as well, she was in Soilana's land wolf. I'm going to show you just how they treat it, friends. See, I don't want to be long with people who don't believe. Get out, right? Sell or just go look at something else, okay? Because you just end up in a pump fun type of mentality of like, oh, I've got to trade the next 15-second attention span and lose all my money. Okay, so, and by the way, just before I even go and show you all the evidence, right? So everyone is free to play in this crypto game and everyone has a right to dump at any point. However, I also have the right to help shed light on actions that I think are harmful and value extractive on the crypto space. So it is what it is, man. Everybody's stepping in the ring. I go, oh, okay. Friends, by the way, these people, they always say the same thing, okay? By the way, there are people I follow and I see a few on my Twitter. I wasn't even paying attention to them, but I know they scammed in the last season. You know how I know? Because they start making these like posts. They change their personality a bit. They go, everybody has a right to dump, bro. Everyone has a right to dump. You're all here to make money. You're all here to make money. And it just sounds like you're so guilty. Like, oh, you did something. You did something and someone is talking about a coin and they caught someone and you're scared of getting caught. So they're basically telling everybody's allowed to dump. Friends, yeah, everybody is allowed to dump. They are allowed to dump. You can sell whenever you want. So I am just helping you get a filter. All right. I'm just telling you, hey, here's a filter. Obviously, I believe in myself. You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to care. Right? I got a fluffy microphone and I like my pointy elbows. I think they're very, very pointy. They break the backs of bears. Okay. And have you seen my knife, otherwise known as Knifey Spoony here? They got no chance. They got no chance. Okay. So filtering between a believer and a non-believer, it's tough. It's tough, friends, because what people say, what people do, you'd be very surprised. And you can't even be 100% certain. You have to do 90% call, 10% lottery. You can't even get it fully right. And there's bigger stuff at play, macro parts of the cycle, okay? My only advice is not to trust a non-believer. What's a non-believer? Well, it's hard to figure out, man. You just need some street smarts, friends. You just need some street smarts. Like, they don't really believe in stuff, okay? Think about the hexagons, right? People telling you to stake for 15 years, oh, they believe. They're doing it. You can see it on chain. That is full-on belief, okay? Somebody who shields a coin, drawing the little triangle on a 1 hour chart, like, oh, this thing might go up in the next 3 days, and then dumping every unlock. You don't believe shit, man. And I'll show you right now. You're probably thinking, oh, there's no way that happens. Okay. Also a reminder, Maren Altman, do you remember, friends, the astrology girl? She stole, well, I don't know, allegedly stole 500 grand from investors, but she actually has an OnlyFans now. So that's kind of sad to me. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you're the poster girl for like girls in crypto in 2021. You got an FTX sponsorship. They're paying you 25 grand a month. How did you go from having 25 grand a month from FTX sponsorship, taking 500K to investors in some story, and now blocking and deleting everybody who ever talks about crypto to her, and has an OnlyFans? Like, oh man, I know crypto is just dangerous, but just check this out, man. So look at this stuff that's been happening. So this is obviously, shout out to Malar who exposed this. So this is just basically just like, she has a public wallet, Eunice. Okay, just look at this. Look, just going out, bang, bang, bang. Look at this. Look, Pepe bottomed. I still have my bag. Look at this, friends. She's saying it's bottomed. She was literally selling the low. She was literally just like, look at this. This, all you could see was this chart and just dumping the unlocks at these lows. Can you believe that? And then as soon as it goes up, dump, 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 everything. Just sell, 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 while saying everything is basically still sweet. So this is very, very common. So I'm not just singling out this person, but I mean, like, come on, man. Like, friends, you're making 40 grand a pop. Hey, here's the tokens, 40 grand. Here's the tokens, 40 grand. There's just too many simps, man. There's too many simps in crypto. So, but people are like that, right? And I don't blame you for trying, right? So I got into 3 on only day 2, 11 million market cap, right? So look at this, what happens. Just like dump, you know what I mean? So just, there's just so many of these. By the way, it just gets a lot worse. Check this one out. Another token of hers, like, dude, bro, you're just shilling this. You've been dumping dump every unlock, bang, 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 SSS. See all these sales every single time, friends. Look at this, collecting all this money, bang, 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 bang. Just telling you about, oh yeah, it's great, it's great, it's great. Look at this over and over and over again. Like, you just see these. Look at these, bang. Look at all these sales, man. All these sales, friends. Look at this. They wait every single day. May 13, 14, 15, 16, May 18th, 20th, 23rd. June 3rd, June 9, June 10, June 11, June 8, just like every single day dump while telling everyone, oh, it's sweet. By the way, you can actually have the P&L. Look at this. bought $0 of the token, sold 35 grand worth. Now, friends, look, assume everybody in crypto is getting paid. Just assume they're getting paid, okay? I'll just assume that. Assume I get paid for everything. Just assume that, okay? It's better for you to assume that. Now, you still have to figure out if they have heart and soul and they really believe. That's what you have to figure out, man. And if your best fundamental analysis is, don't worry, I'm going to dump on the suckers who are going to come after me, guess what? You're the sucker for someone who shields you. All right. By the way, it doesn't end here. Look at this. More dumping. I mean, like down, 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 down. Look at this. Solana coins. Don't fade. Okay. Don't fade. Literally says, look at this. Literally. Do not fade this. Do not fade this. Simultaneously dumping every single freaking unlock. Don't fade. Don't fade. Dump, 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 dump. 30 grand, 40 grand. Like, and by the way, check out our Instagram, you know, like, got a lips done, plastic surgery, Instagram girl, buying watches, you know, one of those types. Taking pictures in the elevator. You know those ones, friends? You're like, okay, I guess that's how you're funding it. This is the Solana wolf. Friends, remember Solana wolf? Everyone here was saying, hey, the next wolf, the next land wolf, look, they're just dumping, bro. They don't care. They're dumping everywhere, okay? Look, fair enough. Okay, you're a shiller, dump here. Bro, you're still dumping after it's down 60, 70, 80%. You're still dumping here. That just shows you they don't believe, by the way. They don't care. They're dumping after 80% down. They don't believe whatsoever. I mean, look at this. Collecting 20 grand and walking away. By the way, future, by the way, they still have more unlocks. They still have more unlocks. They're just dumping every unlock. This one sucks. What's this? Frosty coin. Look at this. By the way, literally full on rug to zero and just abandoned. Like, you know, just dump, just over and over again. It's just sad. And look at these manipulation tactics to have as well. WazzCrypto. Here's one of her scams from February. A coin she launched and rugged, and the BS excuses she gave. Look at Waz. Shout out to Waz explaining. This is him quoting himself, right? Quote, we didn't pull the liquidity. They did. But if I really wanted to pull the liquidity, I could, but I didn't. So that's another stuff they said. I didn't make any money on this. That's wrong. We tried to save the chart. That's wrong. Mental health leave, turn off comments. That's what they do, by the way. That's what they do. Look, you only leave room for me to call you scum. You are literally nothing else scum. Like, they literally do the same thing, friends. Maren Altman did the same thing, okay? Hey, there's $500,000 missing. And then she's just like, block, 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 block. I need to take a mental health leave. I can't handle it anymore. Look, it's a free country. It's a free world, okay? If that's the marketplace, if people want to keep losing to this pump fund type of scamming, go for it. I'm just telling you, I could see this happening literally immediately. And I was like, man, I hope it's like, I hope you don't get caught because I know what's happening in the background. I just didn't know like, wow, you make it that much money dumping on everyone. Like, hey, I believe in this. No, I don't. 40 grand. Hey, I believe in this. No, I don't. 40 grand. Like smash every single time, man. That's your money, man. That's your money, guys. These girls are simps. Like, and you don't even get a root out of it. You know what I mean? You're giving this girl 40 grand. Get something out of it. He's getting nothing. She's in another country. So it's just, you got nothing. You got nothing to show for it. You can't even tell the boys about a story. It's just like, well, I lost my money following a girl. She just rocked up, appeared out of crypto. So that's the game, friends. Now, onto the macro stuff. Because that's, friends, you know, macro stuff and all these, they're going to move in and out. They're outside our control. What I just showed you, that's actually the most important stuff to actually look at. Mainstream crypto influencers, they're not going to talk about stuff like that for you and me. You know why? Because they're doing it. Because they're like, oh, I hope they don't find my wallet. Because they're getting all the unlocks. They don't believe in anything, bro. They don't believe, friends. They don't believe. Friends, you know what's funny? You know, whenever I'm like talking about coin, hey, this is low, I'm buying in or whatever. You know, people will like try DM me. I can't check my DMs, all of them. I've got thousands and thousands. But people DM me from side to side. People trying to like usher me into basically little corners. They're like, hey, man, stop shilling other people's tokens. We'll make a token. We'll give you the token. You know what I mean? And I know, oh, that's how it all starts. It's because they're telling me I'm stupid for believing in something. They're like, hey, you know, you've got an audience. You can go dump on them like everybody else does. No, bro. No, I don't do that. Take that away. Go to your pump fund little trash stuff, okay? We're going to win without you. We don't need you. In fact, we don't want you because you're the scum who dumps at 80% down for your $80 of liquidity thinking you're making the right move, okay? Even though I told you, wait till Ethereum's $5,000 plus. We're going to be around here, okay? I'm here 18 hours a day. I was here when everything was literally at zero. You think I'm not going away? Things are moving up on a 6-month time frame. Now, the Kippy, friends. The Kippy macro data came out cooler than expected, 2.9%. It was actually great data. It was actually great data. So it is 2.9%. So the Kippy CPI, right? the index is like below their upper band target. And you get to see, right? So inflation, man, I know this is controversial when I was saying it last year. No one really believed me. I go, dude, we're not going to have an inflation problem. We're going to have a disinflation problem, okay? Because unemployment, when they start sticking up, friends, forget inflation, okay? Because people are just getting sacked, dropped from work left, right, center, commissions getting cut, everything's getting sliced and diced everywhere, and it all happens at once. That's what always flips me out. The bug just goes bang, just a switch goes off, and just everybody's infected now. Everybody wants to sell, everyone wants to get out, okay? And what I mean by sell, it's get rid of their workers. That's basically selling, okay? So that's the equivalent of them selling. Interestingly enough, though, because the stock market's up and we've restored peace, there's only a 60% chance of a 25% cut of rates, 25 basis points, sorry, and a 40% chance of a 50 basis point cut. So it's not guaranteed 50 basis point cut out here. And look, if you want me to tell you what I think is the best outcome of all, it would be that there's no cut at all. This is the best outcome because all those people, they're still bearish friends. People won't commit in because people are pricing in that cut now and they know, okay, the doom part's coming. But if you don't get that, they're going to be trapped, aren't they? Imagine all those people sidelined where we actually have a final burst up in crypto. Because then they've sat out and wasted the whole cycle if they do that. You know, that would be the Max Payne scenario for them. All these people saying Bitcoin dominance, going to 80%, everything's going down forever. We're not going to start the bull run ever until interest rates go to zero. A lot of people are saying that. Now, it's no longer the 4-year cycle. Everyone's talking about the 5-year cycle. They go, oh, it's a recession, all this. Everyone's talking about that now. I'm thinking, well, how do you guys all get trapped? You would all get trapped if it turns out you just had to be long with us and believe while they were hiking rates in 2022 and they put rates up to 4% and everyone said crypto could never go up. Remember that? They said, no, you can't go up. Interest rates are going up. I was like, bro, they're hiking with this hand. They are printing money with this hand. And I was showing all the data every day, but no one believes you because you have red candles. You know, and everyone says, oh, if you were so smart, why aren't you on a yacht? You know, so well, you can only help people so much. I've also got some big breaking news for the crypto industry, friends. So Metamask have released the world first debit card link that lets you buy poop coins and lose money even faster than before. It's actually real, friends. Look at this. Metamask introducing the Metamask card, the world's first debit card that enables instant spending directly from your self-custody wallet. We've teamed up with MasterCard and banks. I remember these guys, BNX coin. I wonder if they're doing all right. So it's one of those poopy coins, like everything else. Metamask card allows you to make purchases directly from your wallet with your crypto instantly converted to fiat. Interesting. You can now, friends, lose money faster. Why? Because it's like, hey, I'll buy this poop coin. I'll go buy some milk later on. That's great. It's the on-ramps and off-ramps, friends. They're getting slowly, the rails come in. They get introduced here. By the way, don't have high hopes for these. Usually whenever people test these, they see that the fee's like 5%. Hey, put in $100, get $5 fee off. But it's just the fact that the rail exists, you actually be amazed, friends. It's actually, you know how bullish that is, by the way, that the spread is that disgustingly expensive. Because when that fee becomes like 0.1%, it's game over for us. I'm not even joking. There's basically no edge left. The fact that it's like 5% is like ridiculously expensive now. That just shows you how little competition there is for this, which means when people come in, there's only like one door to come in from, and everyone's going to try and cram through the door. They're going to be buying stuff, and they're going to be happy to pay a 5% fee because they're trying to make a 5x in the next 30 days. And that's ultimately the end of the crypto cycle, right? Also, important message from Mr. T-Bird. Shout out to Mr. T-Bird. After checking their settings lately, so that's MetaMask, they've now basically made it impossible to shield your IP unless you use a legit VPN. Even Rabby has apparently become compromised. Internet money is going to predominantly be the wallet I use going forward. So, yeah, once again, friends, I've been telling everyone, MetaMask is bug eater squared. They are consensus. There is JP Mosquito in there. There is Goldman Slugs in there. They do have the banks there. Friends, they're the tentacles. They're coming in. They know, oh, we've got to get MetaMask, got to get Ethereum. Here you go. We're coming in basically to strangle the crypto industry later on. But remember, firstly, they got to feed the cattle before they start strangling them, right? Okay, so they got to feed us first. We're not even worth strangling completely yet, right? But our growth rate is big enough for them to basically take notice. They've been in here the whole time, and like I said, man, just be careful. Vitalik's got a girlfriend. That's all I'm saying. What's going on in the rest of crypto, friends? Recently, out of nowhere, literally, this 48-hour period, past 2 days, everybody just starts Shilling SUI. Pooey. Okay, SUI. Now, it has the same chart as everything else, right? SUI. So obviously something has appeared around here, 77% down. But look at this, friends. I just want to show you for all the new people. You go and look up a coin and then look at the market cap, 2.5 billion. But look at the fully diluted, 10. So basically, they've only released 25% of the coins, all right? So everything else is still locked up. And what they do is they pay some influencers over time so they can keep promoting the name so that when their unlocks come out, by the way, they've unlocked a lot, I think a month ago. So obviously what's happening, friends, I know what's happening. They got Wintermute on the call. They're like, hey, we're paying the shillers intervals right now. And yeah, Wintermute, they slowly send a bit out to Binance, a bit out to Bybit, the other exchanges, wherever the hell it's listed on. And they're just slowly distributing on all the retail who are buying in because it's a new ticker. They're like, oh, SUI, Pooey. I like poo. I poo every day, right? So that's how little low level people are thinking. Because when you're trading this stuff on these exchanges, they let you do leverage, and you can't see their market caps or anything. Like people don't even know how to read the market caps on these exchanges. They're just like, oh, it's just a new ticker, right? It's a new ticker, right? So you see all these things. That's how you can basically tell that things are going on beneath the surface. And yeah, out of nowhere, friends, are very obvious. Okay, they all got paid under the table. All these influencers start saying that. Friends, I've been literally watching videos. They go, "This is the next Solana." That's why I was like, I made this joke tweet just to show you every influencer. Look at this. Look at it. Influencers be typing like, I just found the next Solana. Hint, it's the SUI grant I got under the table. So not just one, friends, I'm not joking, like seven big major influencers, all of them hundreds of thousands of subs and followers. Like, oh, did I ever told you that I believe in SUI? Bro, fans, they were given tokens they don't believe in Pooey. Bro, you rhyme with Pooey? You literally rhyme with Pooey. You are poo. Now, what do you do in these scenarios? Because it's actually a cycle one coin. It can float up. Just to let you know, friends, you got to remember as well, just because there are unlocks to happen, it doesn't necessarily mean it can't go up because they want to sell at higher prices. But if you're going to be in that game of spending all this time researching this stuff, why limit yourself to such a big market cap coin where you're playing that game? Why don't you just go buy a smaller community, like all the Pulse Chain altcoins, the meme coins on there? Why don't you just go buy something? If you're going to go do that research, you may as well do that, right? It's kind of like, friend, if you said to me, I'm going to train my fitness for an hour a day. And for an hour a day, I'm literally just going to sit on a chair and then stand up. You're literally going to sit on a chair and then stand up an hour a day. And I'll tell you from the goodness of my heart, have you considered maybe just joining a gym? Like if you're going to spend an hour doing this activity, you may as well just go do it there. You know what I mean? It's kind of easy. You actually like it, right? It's the exact same thing. Okay, so if you're going to spend all this time and attention trusting these big things, it takes time. And literally, you can't just like fluke any of these fans. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. And you're trying to figure out, oh, this one has more developers. Which one is this? By the way, do you know any meme coins on Pooey? Do you even know how to connect to Pooey? You don't. And like, I don't want to fight everyone out. Don't go look at the meme coins on Pooey because you'll just like click sell immediately. You're like, there's no inspiration here. How do you even have users, bro? Your data's fake. Who's using it? Now, here's the thing. It doesn't even matter who's using it. I think there's like, you have Raoul Powell, you have Arthur Hayes, biggest influencers. I mean, they got millions of followers, millions. They're like, oh, big names. This is legit. Look at the tech. Yeah, so that's just how the game works, friends. That's how the game works. But we know what it is, man. We know what it comes down to, man. You need this heart. You need this heart. I don't care if you send Bitcoin down to $40. I'm telling you now, I still believe in Pika on Pulse Chain. I still believe in Dick with Bart. Still believe in Pulse Chain, PulseX, EHEX, PHEX, Inc. Do you see what I mean? That's different. That's a special place for this belief. Okay, with these, it's like there's going to be a new tech. You're going to have a new leader next time, right? Shout out to Mr. J Plush as well. In an attempt to escape irrelevancy, blockchains are now Twitter beefing. It's kind of interesting, right? Oh, Canto. Remember that, friends? I said you literally have can't in your name. Can't. Your chain was a failure. Just leave. Nobody is going to use or hear about Canto again. So they're just copy-pasting other people's, basically just flooding the chain. Literally, no one ever likes your tweet, bro. Okay, so just coming back. They're just like doing, social media engagement. They're trying to do whatever. By the way, it worked, didn't it? It didn't. Right, look at this beefing. Look at this beefing. We're talking about this. Do you want to know how many chains there are you've never heard of? So friends, I have the deck screener here right now. If you look on the left-hand side, look at all these chains, all of them. Where's even Kanto? I can't even find it. All of these chains, man, all of them. Doge chain, gosh, check these out. Milko Media, what's that, right? Bitgert, red light chain. Ooh, might be a red light district chain. It's about time for one of those. So it's so hard to make a name for yourself, but you need a cult. You literally need a cult. Look at all those names, stickers. What's going on here? That's why, friends, Bitcoin is the first layer 1 chain, first mover advantage. Ethereum, first smart contract layer 1 chain, first mover advantage. Solana, the first, I guess, TikTok generation chain, right? 15-second attention spans. You see that? Now, what's the first? Everyone's trying to be the first of the next thing, but they actually haven't made anything unique or new. I guess we'll find out how it plays out. I made a video for Melardev, friends, because I want to let you know this. Melardev was the person who made the thread just about like Eunice and all the grifting and pumping and dumping. Like I said, man, it's open world back here. You want to go do that? That's fine. Just telling you, okay, you're free to do that. I'm free to let everyone know what's going on. Deals, that's the deal. Okay, that's fair is fair, right? So what I like to do, I like to congratulate these people, friends, because they don't have voices, right? They're not on Twitter that often. They'll post like once every 5 days. And they're basically just consuming content. So I like to just basically reward stuff like this. Like, hey, I want, like, because when I was starting, okay, it was actually funny. Like, Mark Yusko followed me at the start. And I was like, oh, man, I wish I could get long in that guy's fund. So Mark Yusko, friends, just to show you, he's an absolute beast. So Marky Boo, friends, he bought Bitcoin like 2013, early Bitcoin guy. I watched so many of his videos, his macro, a lot of his macro stuff, his interviews. He's awesome, man. He's awesome. Mark found me. I had like 2,700 followers, and he found me fast. And I was like, how did this guy know? Because no one knew I'm going to be doing this. So I was like, hey, I'm going to be doing this. I didn't tell everybody and announce, I'm going to be doing this 18 hours a day. I just started doing it. He picked it straight away. And I was like, man, by the way, he got into Google. Okay, Google was one of his ICOs. So yeah, he did the tech investing like we do, friends. You know how we throw lottery tickets? Yeah, they threw his fund. They threw 20 lottery tickets. One of them ends up being Google, gets a 500x. Some of the other ones get like 80x, 12x, 15x. Yeah, they made like a 500x. Think about that, man. Think about that. But it's not like a $20 investment. You know what I mean? Like I think the fund made like hundreds of millions of dollars off that. So he like smashed it. By the way, that's like huge. Just imagine that, friends. Just threw the lottery tickets. One of them ended up being Google, and they just held. They held. And that's why, by the way, he's not a little bitch. He's like, oh, it's up 16x. Should we take our money? No, he's like, no. We didn't take your money, bro. It's tech. We either take over the world or we go to zero. They took over the world. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, with our altcoins, it's the same thing. Okay, either Bitcoin, Ethereum, we succeed to where they're going, and then everything around that pumps with it. Okay, or we all go to zero. That's the game. That's literally the game. If you don't like that game, go buy the government bonds. That's what they want you to do. Earn your 5% per year while they're printing 7%, paying you 5%. If you're lucky, paying you 3%. Okay, so that's pretty much the game. You're basically guaranteed to lose purchasing power. But hey, some people like the comfort of just being whipped every day, you know? Like, you know, think about our emotional swings of life. Imagine, I think a lot of people will take this deal. They say, hey, I never want to feel depression I don't ever want to feel depression anymore. I never want to feel this ultimate sadness in my life, or like I'm not good enough, or low self-esteem. However, or I will accept like one big lashing on my back every day. People do that because they're just like, you just wake up every day, hey, just give me a guaranteed lashing. Just like slap my back with like a big whip with barbs. Just because they're like, oh, well, at least I know it's coming every day. It's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I can get on with my day. That's humans, right? We're like, we want the comfort. We really, really seek this like consistency. Okay, we want to put it into a box. That's what we want. People, we don't like the unknown. That's like stock market. When it's like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. When's Snorlax going to wake up? That's what makes everyone lose their minds. And speaking of that, friends, Uncle Bobby, he has a scenario where we lose our minds. He's got 2 scenarios here for Bitcoin. What's ahead, right? The red scenario, oh my God, friends, like that would be Bitcoin going sideways for a whole year, pretty much, like 11 months, man. That's like 300 days if we got his red scenario. And his other scenario is this blue one. I hope we get the blue one, by the way. It feels like as well, if we're going to have the US election, friends, and they're going to try to pump it, it feels like we're going to get the blue one. You see this blue one up here? where we are moving up into the US election. That vertical line, by the way, is November 5th. I've put November 5th on the line here for you. It just feels like stock market and everything will be pumped up. And then, yeah, is this a Trump win? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Don't forget, by the way, crypto friends, I know they can be anti-crypto and stuff, but we are liquidity linked to the stock market, which is just operating from the life support machine of the global liquidity index money printer. So whether the government says they like crypto or they don't crypto, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? They didn't even know we exist in 2008. And Bitcoin went from $0 to $1. That was it. That was the moment. That was the moment of the real miraculous conception. Pretty much thinking about that. That's literally it for crypto, that moment. It's even Andreas Antonopoulos talks about it like that. Max Kaiser says the fact that Bitcoin was able to trade at $1, that was the miracle. It was like, whoa, people were able to get it. The product market fit. People understand limited supply. And they'll go, oh, this is equal to this. And then it was able to go up above it. That's amazing. Where do you think Bitcoin's going to land, friends? I have Mr. Hex Active. Shout out to Mr. Hex Active. Before the election, the American government will sell 160,000 Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will fall below 45K. You know what? That's actually pretty contrarian. It might happen, man. It might happen. That'd be crazy. But if they were to do that, you got to remember, friends, 55 million people in Americana own crypto. They have crypto exposure. 55 million. And only 50 million people own dogs. So more people own crypto than dogs in Americana. If you were to sell Bitcoin, they would be basically shooting themselves in the foot. They're handing over a win to Donald Trump. Would they do that? You know what? We've seen crazy stuff. You never know. What keeps us bullish in this times, friends? Don't forget this. I mean, who cares about these people? I don't give a shit, man, because I know what they're going to do. Economic crash, ask for the money printer, come and buy my crypto bags, and then go fuck yourself. So that's literally it, friends. That's the complete synopsis of what's coming next, okay? Economic crisis is going to come. The unemployment rate is spiking up at some point. Stock market's going to be jittery. Oh no, no one buy the bonds because no one trusts the currency. What do we do? What do we do? Okay, we're going to have to pretend that we're looking after the debt while printing money. How does that work out? You know, that's the printing money part. And then they just patch everything up with this debt GDP gap. And then there you go. Money crisis averted. And then everything keeps going up. That's literally what's going to happen. Now, I summarize it like, oh, look at me. But yeah, that can take like 1 or 2 years of just brutality. It can be like that. But the fact it's in everyone's minds, maybe we don't, friends. Maybe we avoid something out here because, remember, I've always had that theory, friends. I keep thinking about my theory. I've had it for a long time. Because we had the zombie virus shock, I believed that the next recessions were going to be baby bumps because everybody thinks about the zombie virus shock too much. Because, friends, even talk about things today. People who own real estate, they'll say, oh, remember when like you weren't even allowed to kick tenants out because it was the vaccine stuff. You weren't allowed to kick tenants out. The people still talk about that. People still talk about, oh, remember when they just shut everything down? Lost my job in 2 seconds. This gym had to close down. I remember all these stories, these people like finally saving up enough money to open up a business. Zombie virus hits. Goodbye. All of it gone. See you later. So these things happen. People remember, man. People remember. It changes how they blow their money. It really does. Now, they'll always blow their money in misallocation stuff, but they will, but not as much. You know what I mean? Because it's too close. It's too close. I really do think we need a generation to wipe this out. That's why I'm hoping my theory ends up being right, where the recessions that come, they're smaller bumps. Only because everyone is thinking about the minus 50% wipeout in the stock market, that they bang, 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 just everything cascading, liquidations, minus 7% going limit down. And we'll see how it plays out. The 4-year fractal, huh? I've got the 4-year fractal here, friends. We're still trotting along. Are we going to make it? Ultimately, we're still going to need to wait a bit of time. But nothing can really wake up until we have confirmed Bitcoin's dominance of the whole industry. It's starting to go the other way. Because this is basically, friends, this is crazy. Okay, we haven't even had one Bitcoin dominance go down. Do you know how rare this is? Look what I did last time, right? Bitcoin dominance ran up. And then this was the beginning of 2020 DeFi season. Basically starts here, no one notices. And then it peaks here. See, this is ETH BTC going up. This is Ethereum strength. So Bitcoin's dominance is like losing on the whole industry. And then we have this big season. Now, we had a season. We did have a season. Just to show you how much of like a raw our season was. This was our season. Our season was Bitcoin dominance going up. Right now, Solana's dominance went up as well, but Solana was only 1% of the crypto industry, and it ran to become 3%, while Ethereum was bleeding on the ETH BTC. So it was net everyone loses because just Bitcoin goes up, and that's how does everyone lose? Not really everyone loses. It basically means the new institutional guys who made the money. It was actually Wall Street, because Wall Street come in, they buy the Bitcoin ETF at 48K. And they go up. It goes on side for them. Isn't that amazing? They actually get the dominance. They push up the price of Bitcoin, and that's it. And then Bitcoin has the little altcoin stuff season out here. And then everyone else is net loss in altcoins. But what are you playing for, man? It's been 500. Just check this out. Look how long this has been. Like, this is so risky. 574 days. I know there's a lot of people still saying, hey, we might go to 60%, 65%. I know there's a lot of people talking here. I'm just thinking, like, dude, this is way too scary for me. Like, if you were trading this as a chart and I said, hey, you've been going up in this uptrend for 575 days, and the last time you blew was 540 days. Like, you're in, like, it's just hot water right now. But markets be markets. There is no timing with these. I'm basically, you're standing in front of the train here just to do it. You are standing in front of the train, but you still gotta think, friends, like, come on, man. But I still get messages today of friends and family. Hey, I've got $3,000. What do I buy? Do you think a single one of them says, I want to get a Bitcoin. I want to put my money in a Bitcoin? They don't. Think about all that emotional money. Because, bro, what are you going to get, bro? Less than a 2x get you 100K. Well, we'll see how it all plays out. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.